So it says here that you're suing for 50% custody and that you're a, quote, great dad. What kind of a dad could a what kind of a father are you? Why would I believe that?
I mean, I do it all. I do it all, y'all. I'm the super dad. I mean, super dad. I'm talking about Batman dad, Spider-Man dad. You understand what I'm saying, Yana?
Excuse me, your hors d'oeuvres. Can I say something?
Well, Super Dad, I'm going to consider that photo abuse of the children because they were too close to the barbecue grill.
I read my baby's bedtime stories in bed.
Do you expect for me to really believe you read to the children?
Your officer, can I say something?
I'll let you convict him in a second.
This is preposterous.
What was that word?
Preposterous.
Well, preposterously, hand over your credit cards.
He needs to hand over his EBT, Green Dot, and Netflix codes, too.
Oh, he has Cash App, does he?
How am I supposed to pay my rent, my bills? How am I supposed to get to work?
You need to quit those little jobs anyway and stop trying to go to school to be a doctor.
This is preposterous.
Well, it's not my fault you weren't on your A game. So, hand over the house.
Preposterous. I'm getting older, and she's getting younger with my money.
Yes, but I'm going to consider that compliment to her as abuse. Hand over your driver's license and your car.
Yana, please. What about me?
I don't want that old car. I need a brand new 2035 model.
And the shirt off your back, sir.
What else is y'all gonna take from me? The tattoos off my skin? Damn, that's cold, Yana. I mean, do I ever get to see my kid?
Yes, now, it says here that she has 3 children, and they're all yours.
And Mr. Wong's.
Why?
At least Mr. Wang's feet don't stink after working 18 hours.
Why?
Who's Mr. Wong?
Just look at these two. You can tell they ain't mine.
Well, I'm gonna make you pay child support for all 3 anyway. Case dismissed.
Why?
This is Father's Time for A-Game TV. Looks like they gave him the Kanye Cosby. Wow. Could you tell us just what happened in there to you today, sir?
I feel 60 years older. I really need to get on my A game.
Come on, y'all, let's go get you a new daddy.
You should try A-Game. Yep, it's an all-natural supplement that'll help you get your energy, go back in there and win.
I feel great again. I feel like myself. I feel like I'm on my A game.
A-Game will keep you out of custody court.
No, it won't.
Okay, maybe it won't, but it sure will give you the natural energy and vitality you'll need to stand up under the pressure.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully everybody's weekend went well. We are going to cook this today from so many different angles. So I'm gonna need everybody to pile in. I need everybody to hit the like button on the way in, and I would love if everyone please go ahead and share this video right now on your social media. More than appreciated if you would go ahead and like, go ahead and share, go ahead and subscribe if you are not subscribed, because we are on the road to 100,000. We're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, Too Tall, for kicking off the contribution. Thank you so much. The skillet is on high, full of cooking oil. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because we gotta talk about Beyonce coming out of retirement, whatever, to drop a new album called Renaissance, and her single off of that album called Church Girl has a lot of people up in arms, particularly the Black church and the Black church community. And we're going to talk about this. The first thing that I want to do is we're going to go over the lyrics, but this will not be a situation where we're going to spend all the whole time going over her lyrics. Her lyrics are short, a short portion of this. Because you know, on the Crimson Cure channel, we're going to come from a different angle. Right? So, without wasting too much time, I'm going to share my screen and we are going to do a read through of her lyrics. Obviously, I'm not able to play the song because that's going to be a copyright strike. So we're going to do the next best thing. We don't need to hear it. We're going to have to read the lyrics to get a true understanding of what is being said in these lyrics. Okay? So let me go ahead. Let me share my screen. Let me go to the lyrics. Hopefully everyone is able to see this. I'm going to try to make this a bit bigger so that you guys can actually see the lyrics themselves. Okay. So we're going to do now, for those of you who don't know why this is a big deal to the church community, let me come back to you for real quick. For those of you who don't know why this is a big deal, it's a big deal for a couple of reasons. Number one, because she named it Church Girls. Number two, she sampled one of the Clark sisters' major songs called Center of Thy Will. And if anybody's been in the church or if you're currently in the church, you know that the Clark sisters have long been gospel and church royalty. Okay, they've won plenty of Grammys and awards for their music. I happen to grow up on their music. You know, I was a church girl. My mama was a church girl, you know, and, you know, we sung in the choir and all of that. So I'm familiar with the Clark sisters. And so Beyonce sampled the Clark sisters song. Okay. And it's these elements that actually has the Black church community offended. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to share again and we're going to go back to these lyrics. Now, the intro, Lord, make me, Lord, place me. This is a play on the actual sampling. Lord, make me, Lord, place me. Ooh, ooh, I want to be centered. Ooh, ooh, I want to be centered. Ooh, ooh, I want to be centered in thy will. Okay. Verse 1. I've been up. I've been down. Felt like I moved mountains. Got friends that cry fountains. Oh, okay. So she's saying, as a church girl, I've been up, I've been down. I felt like I moved mountains, right? So I've been strong. I've made progress, right? I've got friends that cried fountains. Next line. I'm warning everybody. Soon as I get in this party, I'm going to let go of this body. I'm going to love on me. Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free. So when we look at these lyrics, she's saying, you know what? I'm talking to the Lord. The first thing, I want to be centered in thy will. I've been up, I've been down. Listen, you know, I've been trying to do the right thing around here. I felt like I've moved mountains, but I got friends that have cried fountains. I've been hurt. I got friends that have been hurt. Okay? That is the permission to do the next thing. So because of my up, my down, my this and that, all of the things I've been through, all the things my friends have been through, I'm warning everybody now. Listen, soon as I get in this party, I'm going to let go of this body. I'm going to be sexually expressive. I'm going to love on me. Okay? Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free. So I don't have to be constrained anymore by these expectations. I don't have to be constrained by these value systems. Because the one thing that we're going to have to understand about this song, first and foremost, this is a song about sex. This is a song about sex. Beyonce is talking about sex. And she is directing this song at church girls specifically. Okay? She's calling to them. Listen, y'all are just as sexual as the thought in the club. And we know this. We know. So why hide it? Why not just come on out and be who you are? Just be who you are. Because I'm warning everybody, as soon as I get to this party, I'm going to let go of this body. Okay? I'm going to drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty. I'm going to cross over. Okay? I said, now pop it like a thotty. Pop it like a thotty. You bad. We say, now drop it like a thotty. Drop. So she like, listen, pop it. Pop that thought pocket. What you scared of? Why you holding it back? What for? Church girls acting loose and bad girls acting snotty. That's the flip around. Because what? Usually church girls act snotty and bad girls act loose. But you bad. Let it go, girl. Let it out. Let the slut inside of you out. Let that out. Twirl that A like you came up out the South. The Southern church girl. I said, now drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty. Bad girl acting naughty. Church girl don't hurt nobody. You ain't hurting nobody. You could be my daddy if you want to. You could be my daddy if you want to. I ain't got no daddy. I'm not listening to the covering of my father. You be my daddy. Come on, you know. You can be my daddy, boy. You know what's up. You know what this is. You know what it is. You could get it tatted if you want to. You could get it tatted if you want to. I even tattoo your name on me. Right? She ain't trying to hurt nobody. Put your lighters in the sky. Get this MF litty. We turning up. We are turning all the way up. She gonna shake that A and them pretty tiggo bitties. We letting it all out. She told you, soon as I hit this party, I'm going to let go of this body. She told you that in verse 1. So get your racks up. Who's she talking to? She talking to the dudes. Get your racks up. Get your math up, because you're going to have to pay for these thoughts. Because we ain't out here thoughting for free. I'm going to back it up. Back it up. I'ma bust it, acting up. I see them gray sweats. I see a blank check. I got you open. I see you already, listen, what's the gray sweatpants? I already see you in them gray sweatpants. You already open. You a blank check. That's why she said get your racks up and get your math up. I'm going to get all I can get out of you because I got you open. I got you open sexually. Yo, you not even thinking no more, dude. Verse 2, this is where it get real interesting. I'm finally on the other side. The other side of what? What's the other side? What's the side she came from? What's this side? I'm finally on the other side. I finally found the urge to smile. Now I'm happy. Swimming through the oceans of tears, we cried. She's reiterating the permission, the excuse for her going from one side to the other side. We'll talk about what these sides are. You know you got church in the morning, but you doing God's work. You going in. Listen, you done did all that busting it and backing it and popping it and thotting it and dropping it. You got church in the morning. All you got to do is keep your mouth shut. Don't be telling all your business to these church folk. You got church in the morning. Listen, but you doing God's work. You doing God's work. You going to church. You probably singing in a choir. You got a voice that moves mountains, girl. Not none of their business what you get up to in the dark. She ain't trying to hurt nobody. Not their business. You ain't bothering them. You ain't bothering them what you do, right? Because can't nobody judge you no way. Because you were born free, remember? She just trying to do the best she can. Happy on her own with her friends without a man. What side she come from and which side she go to? We almost done. I'm warning everybody. Soon as I get in this party, I'm going to let go of this body. I'm going to love on me. Nobody can judge me but me. I was born free. Again, drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a thotty. I said pop it like, look, we back to pop. Look, she did on what she went. We gonna go all the way back up to the beginning. She cried out to the Lord. Listen, I want to be centered in thy will. Then she excuses herself. She talks about the pain. Then she like, look, I'm letting all of that go. And I'm just gonna go out here and I'm gonna be the thought that's inside. I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna let it out. I got to. I'm uncovered now. So any dude can come along, be my daddy. I get it tatted for you. I'm gonna bust it. I see a blank check. I'm on the other side without a man. Happy on my own and with friends. Church girl acting loose. Bad girl acting snotty. We're gonna go to this. We're gonna skip these and go to the outro, which is important. Must be the cash because it ain't your face. Who's she talking to? Now the thought is talking to the dudes. Must be the cash because it ain't your face. I'm not with you because I like you. I'm not with you because even I think you cute. It's the money, dude. We're in the transaction. Now do it, baby. Stick it, baby. Now we having sex. Do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it, baby, stick it, baby, do it, baby, spin it. We having sex now. Spin the cash a little harder and she might let you dive in the water. All you gotta do, hey, keep spinning that money. And you might can get some honey, right? Drop it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty. Now drop it like a thotty. Good girls acting bad. Church girl don't hurt nobody. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. Trying to bring the life up in your body. I'm going to stop sharing because we have so much to cover. Let me see if I can. Thank you, Manny Work, for the $50 contribution. Thank you, Norrin. Thank you, dear Philip Jason. Hi, Cam, in the midst of moving, but always around to support your channel. Keep blossoming. Looks good on you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dara Walker. Thank you, Dara, twice. So I always knew she was overrated, but this is going too far. And say way too far. She's being blasphemous. Thoughting is God's work. What is this world coming to? And thank you, Majid. Say we see in no church-going women who live like this. The lyrics are accurate. People are triggered because it's true. And see, we're going to explore all of that. Thank you, good girl going oh man. Said paying for the food because I know you about to cook. I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say. First thing first. This is a song about sex. Can we agree that she's talking about sex? This is a sex song. But we're going to dive into all of these different areas. This is also a song about the journey. What journey? The journey from the 10 life value system to the lost value system. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side. The other side of what? Thank you, Celine said, 1 Timothy 2:9 says the women that need to adorn themselves with shamefacedness and sobriety or seriousness. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dee, says she wants to attack the last core of women with a value system. This is true. Thank you, Julia, said you would never think a woman with daughters would portray herself this way. And see, Beyonce been the Pied Piper of the lost value system for black women. Let's not get it twisted. Let's not think she just started it with this song right here. Okay? Thank you, John Carter. It's a great breakdown. You're always on point. Thank you, R. Payne said B is now beyond the Rubicon. Sounds like she wants free or Jay-Z. See, this song ain't about her. Let's be real clear. Beyonce has never talked about her and the life she lived. Thank you, Kevin. This song ain't for her. None of them have been. Beyonce don't live this. Let's be real clear. Beyonce don't live independent, all the women, throw your hands up. She ain't never lived that. This ain't the life. She don't live that life that she just got through talking about. Beyonce waited until she got married to have them kids. She ain't with her friends happy without a man. She not talking about her. She never has been. See, when the Pied Piper went through the town, he gathered the children up and the children was never seen again. The Pied Piper didn't go nowhere. He wasn't living that life. But this isn't even so much about Beyonce herself and what she do and don't do. This is about her singing about transitioning from a value system, a 10-life value system, to the lost value system. See, the first thing that we got to understand is that both value systems start with spiritual value. Please understand that. Both value systems, the 10 life values, start with the spiritual value. That is number one. And the establishment of your spiritual value undergirds and supports and informs how you approach 2 through 10. Yes? Are we good with that understanding? But I'm going to hit you with something else. The lost value system start at the spiritual value too. But instead of starting with building the spiritual value, it start with destroying or corrupting the spiritual value, which informs how you approach 2 through 10. Every value system starts with the spiritual value. Did we get that? Put a 2 in the chat if you understood exactly what I just said. Every value system starts with the spiritual value. It's just that the 10 life values starts with the building of your spiritual value. The solidifying of your spiritual value, the correcting of your spiritual value. And the lost value system starts with the destruction or the corruption of your spiritual value. Now that we have understood that part, she's talking about the transition from the 10 life value type of system of living to the lost value system of living. The church, the black church, is offended by this song. They're offended, like I said, by the naming of the song, by who the song is directed towards, and also the sampling of the Clark Sisters' Center of Thy Will as the backdrop for the song, which they find to be a blasphemous and sacrilegious. Thank you, Wild Bill. So that's not Beyonce's lyrics. Those lyrics are from 92 New Orleans bounce rapper who started the twerk movement. His name is DJ Jimmy. The song is called Where They At. So the use of the song as a backdrop to these lyrics, because if you listen to it, it go from this sort of trying to be inspirational to twerk music, and it oscillates. When we come back from this break, we gonna break down so much stuff. You're not gonna believe it. Please stay tuned. Grab your friends, because after these messages, we'll be right back.
Hey guys, this is Spanky Hayes, and I want to say something, whether it's comedy, acting, or just in general real life. I use my A game. I gotta have the A game. I pack it in every pocket. I got one pill in every pocket, and every pair of pants I got. Listen, entertaining y'all is hard sometimes. I gotta fly to Dallas, then to Denver, then to New York, then to LA, then to Detroit. Come on, man. That tires me out. I just take the A game now. I don't have that problem no more. I usually barely don't sleep because I'm entertaining y'all. I'm in the studio all night with the A game. And trust me, when I come home from the studio, my woman gets to feel the real pleasure of the A game. You see, I'm smiling. Watch this. Hey, baby.
Hey, babe.
Guess what I just took? What? A game, A game, A game, A game. I'm gonna meet you upstairs, all right?
Oh, okay.
That's actually one of my favorite A-game commercials. And in order for us to really go in on this second half, gotta be on your A game, your A game, your A game. Okay? We are on our A game today. And what A game really is a support or overall support for men's health. By addressing the blood flow in a man's body, it helps to support his vitality, his energy, his strength, and his libido. So whether, brothers, you need a boost in the boardroom, the bedroom, or in the gym room, A game is where you have to start. It's 21 wonderful herbs. There are no artificial ingredients. There are no animal byproducts. There are no fillers. There are no inactive ingredients or anything like that. It doesn't make you crash. All you have to do is take A game with at minimum 32 ounces of water so that it can truly flush through your system and you can benefit from A game the way that you need to. So in order to become part of the A game family, and I know that's what you want to do, please click the link at the top of the chat, agameherbal.com, and don't forget your 10% discount using the code Kendra10, and you can get this box of awesomeness delivered to you ASAP. I want to thank everybody for their contributions so far, and thank you for hitting the likes. We got 475 wonderful people who hit the like button. We've got, let's see if we can get the other 500 people to hit the like button. So bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. You gotta Thank you. So what's a king to a god? So the crazy part is the black church adopted the LVS. Yet they're offended by the song, the irony. Frank Nims, thank you so much. And anybody else that I missed. I'm pretty sure I missed some super chats, and I am regretful of that if I did, because I can't scroll back to some of them. So please forgive me if I skipped your super chat. I don't mean to not honor you and show appreciation for your contributions. Now, we gotta get to the church, because what Beyonce's saying in this song is she's saying, listen, church girls, just forget it. You've been hurt, you've been up, you've been down. You've had friends cry, mouth fountains. You might as well ex-nay on all this church girl trying to keep up a facade. Thank you, Child of Light said Beyonce is a harlot portraying herself as wholesome. You keeping up the facade. Ain't no reason for you to keep up the facade, because marriage, and specifically sex within a marriage, suck. You're unhappy. When she said I made it to the other side, finally found a reason to smile, I don't have to be repressed anymore. The institution of the church and the institution of marriage as defined by the church has failed. Let's talk about it. And not only the institution of the church, but Muslims, specifically black Muslims, American black Muslims, talking to you too. Don't think that our girls are not listening to this stuff and being influenced specifically and terribly by all of this. Because we say with our mouths how much we love the Lord, and then we follow the lost value system behind it. And that go for the church and for the Muslims. This is a sad state of affairs that we are living in, where we can have a value system given to us by the Most High, whether you Christian following the Bible or whether you Muslim following the Quran, and to still be sucked into hook, line, and sinker to the lost value system. We ought to be collectively ashamed. Because don't think little Fatima ain't out there fighting too. Don't think little Khadijah ain't out there fighting too. Right along with Keisha and Tanisha. names. Because we got pastors and bishops speaking out against this song. And rightfully so. Thank you, Golden Child. Rightfully so. But I don't like the quietness of the Muslims. Just because she didn't say nothing about Muhammad, peace be upon him, or she didn't say nothing about Allah, or she didn't say nothing about none of that, you think your hands is clean. They not. Because it's our daughters too. It's all of us in the same pot. We're in the same pot. So don't get high and mighty. Because in the eyes of the church and in the eyes of Islam, sex is for marriage. Sex is for marriage. Correct? Sex is for marriage. We tell our children to wait until marriage to engage in sex. And this is not wrong for us to say this. It's not wrong. Because we see the effect of engaging in it willy-nilly. All we got to do is look at the condition of our community to see the end result of no commitment but wanton sex. We see the result of dropping it like a thotty, drop it like a thotty, drop it like a. We see the result of dropping it like a hottie. But why? Why is Beyonce saying this? Because just like a super chat said earlier, she right. See, we offended because not only is it sacrilegious, we own up to that part, but we're not owning up to is that she's telling the truth. She telling the truth. What's she telling the truth about, Crimson Kid? What could she possibly be telling the truth about? First of all, she telling the truth about church girls. And the men in here can attest to the church girl being one of the nastiest thoughts he ever been with. Right or wrong? Thank you, Be About Peace and Pleasure. So America is one of the toughest countries in the world to be Muslim because of the system, but it also creates the best Muslims. Them a fall, Babylon come crumbling. When we own our deen in America, we are kind of awesome. But thank you again, Philip J. Say KB knows what to sell to black women. Put a ring on it. She's on board with what's appealing to black females in question. Of course. Thank you, Golden Child. Thank you, Child of Lights. I think I read that one. Anybody that I missed, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Sex is for marriage. But what has marriage become? What has marriage become? Because the men were told, if you be good, if you be a good Muslim brother, if you be a good Christian brother, a upstanding man, treat the women with respect, you will be rewarded with a wife. And you don't have to indulge in all of these different things going on that'll drag you down. You be rewarded with a good woman, a good wife. But what are the wives? Who are the wives? See, this is why we say thoughts is winning. Hoes is winning. Because the wives are not wives. You get married, but you're not a wife. Because you will use sex as a weapon against your husband, instead of the key to a loving marriage and a sustained marriage. You use it as the gun in the relationship. See, the thoughts ain't withholding sex. She doing it for a fee, but at least you're getting what you're paying for. She gonna suck you till you dry. You gonna leave her shriveled up. You gonna be dry as a prune when you get done with her. Now you gonna pay, but hey, that's what it is. At least you know what you paying for. And you walking out of there with what you paid for, not the wife. This is why men are saying don't get married. This is why the marriage rate is low, the divorce rate high. Among who? Church folks. Even the Muslims' divorce rates is going up. I'm not going to leave y'all out, Muslims. See, we ain't going to just praise you and then don't point it out. We going to point out all of it. We going to tell the truth. We're going to tell all of it. We telling all the truth. So we're going to tell all of it. The men are saying we can't get married because when we out here, we don't necessarily like the thoughts because the thoughts aren't good women. They give us the sex we want. You know, we got to pay and this, then you got to pay to play. But, you know, we getting that. But we not getting the femininity. We not getting the wifehood. We not getting the domestic skill. We not getting the support. We not getting the love that we were told come with a wife. And when we get married, we don't even get the sex that was supposed to come with the wife. Y'all get married and shut it down. You get married and you shut the sex factory down. How that work? And then you don't want him to go and get that from no other source. You don't feed him and you get mad when he eat. Now, if another woman come fill his belly, you gonna feel some type of way about that. And I guarantee you she can feel his belly in many a ways. She can feel his belly, baby. And this is where the value of the thought comes from. This is why some people got an argument when they say thoughts is winning. City Girls up by 10. We want to be mad. We want to have anger. We want to be offended by the song. First of all, this ain't the first time Beyonce done did this, so why are we offended now? And collectively as a black community, we a day late and a dollar short. Because where was the outrage when we was falling from the 10 life values to the lost value system 15 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago? See, this is why I didn't give T.D. Jakes too many pats on his back. Because see, the problem is that you was either silent or you was encouraging it. The Muslims was too quiet. You didn't want to say nothing because you didn't think it touched you. And then you look up and your teenage, you know what I'm saying? Your teenage girl, Lil Rahma, pregnant at 16, and you trying to figure out how it happened because you running a Muslim household. Are you? Are you praying or are you bending at the waist and bumping your face? Which one you doing? Look like to me you're bending the waist and bumping your face because she didn't pick up that value system. Because T.D. Jakes was making movies talking about women that are loose. See, black women drunk the Kool-Aid and then we made money as a community off of pushing her down that road that she started on. Tyler Perry, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. It don't pay to be a lioness. That woman was good to a high value man, Peep the story. She was a doting wife to a high-value black man. He was wealthy upon wealthy. She loved the ground that man walked on. And all he did was abuse her. Verbally, physically, beat her down emotionally. Then she had to get her strength, and all of that. That's what got sold. That's what got sold to us. I'm sorry to say that these mega churches made their money off of the dysfunction. So this song is just a conclusion. Beyonce, like, why we holding on to it? Why you holding on to it? It failed you. See, the only thing that is influencing black women now is God, feminism, and herself, meaning her biological self. And what this song is saying, thank you, Norman, is God failed you. God failed you. Listen, this thought stuff is what's going on now. That's what's working now. All that getting married, because you ain't going to act right in the marriage no way. You ain't about to act right no way. You about to take that man through the ringer and you know it and he know it. And the reason why you're going to do that is because feminism is now second nature. These women, whether you want to be called a church girl, a good Muslim girl, or whatever it is, you done bought hook, line, and sinker into the gynocracy, into feminism, that it becomes second nature. And the BS that you do, you don't even know it's BS. You're not even conscious of how bad it is. You think it's normal. Just like the lady that I showed you that went to Ghana and couldn't adjust because she didn't think, it was so ingrained that she didn't think it was nothing wrong with her. And now we're in a time where the thought is more desirable than the wife because the wife ain't wifing. The thought is more desirable than the wife because the wife ain't wifing. We separate the sex from the spiritual part of us. You understand that? When God never said sex wasn't a part of your spiritual, or that you had to choose between being a sexual being or a good woman and a wife. You don't. That slut that's inside of every woman, let's be real today, that's inside every woman should be and must be directed at her husband. It is not dirty. It is not wrong. It is not ungodly for you to be in the confine of your marriage, in the sanctity of your marriage, and need knee pads every day. Because no sooner than he walk in, you gobbling it down like this your dinner. How you think church girls get them babies? How you think Big Mama got them babies? Praying. That ain't how she got them. Not the Bible don't say that. The Quran don't say it either. It's from one extreme to the other, and the truth is in the middle. One extreme say you gotta choose between being a virtuous and a good wife and being a sexual being and actually enjoying sex, to the other extreme where you enjoy all the sex you want and you're not a spiritual or godly woman at all. No restraint. It's all chaos. The other one is this purity teaching that's been twisted. Be pure, be chaste, to spend your whole life telling you that sexually inclined women are harlots and harlots go to hell. Then all of a sudden when you get married, you're supposed to turn into a porn star and not supposed to feel. We cannot disconnect spirituality from sex. God doesn't do it. He just wants structure for it. That's it. That's all. There's just a structure. There's just a value system that go along with it. Thank you, Teray. Thank you, Sidewinder. So T.D. Jakes and the record company is working in tandem to sever the last bit of salvation, a source of value the church had to offer women. Thank you, Trey Black. Said real talk, great show. Thank you so much. Thank you, Unveiling with Khadijah, to speak on it. Thank you for your teaching, Sister Crimson. You don't ever miss. We've lost all integrity, traded in life values for money. And thank you once again, Norrin. Now I'm going to hit you with the real kicker. See, this song, and people paying attention to it like they have come at a very interesting and very perfect time. See, what we're going to see, get your pens out. Clip this message, clip this part of it. This is very important. I need everybody to listen up. You heard it first here on the Crimson Cure channel. Note that you heard it first here. Got a prediction for you. You ready for the prediction? We are going to see in the next upcoming months to a year, we are going to see the biggest, most devastating attack to come to the black community yet. And it is going to be perpetrated by black women. It's going to be perpetrated by black women. We think we've seen how far black women can fall. Let's call it the fall of the gynocracy. But instead of the gynocracy disappearing, what I mean by that is how low the gynocracy is gonna go now. We think we've seen the lowest that we can go, and we ain't seen nothing yet, I guarantee you. We will be torn apart utterly. The attack is heavy. This is a cultural attack. This song, the movie The Woman King, you don't think that there's going to be an uptick in violence perpetrated by black women on her men? In the workplace? In the home? On her kids? In the community? We going into a dark, dark period. It's dark. We gonna see the level and the depths of the depravity, of the toxicity, of the debauchery. When we say winter is coming, I don't think we really know what that really means. Black women are getting ready to attack the black community like never before. She gonna kill it if she can. She gonna kill it if she can. It's on the last legs. It's on life support. She gonna pull that plug if you let her get it, she gonna pull it. We're not playing. Playtime is so over. So over. This is why the Crimson Cure channel is so important. This is why the 10 life values and our understanding is of such key importance. The understanding of biology, culture, and environment is of key importance. We about to see this in front of our eyes. And we better be paying attention, or we will die. No ifs, ands, no buts. This is beyond urgent. This is beyond urgent. See, we got to talk about all the different ways they coming at us. See, they always come at us in more than one way. See, they came at us biologically with the monkeypox. You understand? You got to get vaxxed and this and that. Thank you, Theo. See, they coming at us already biologically and culturally. What's next? What's next? Somebody put it in the chat. What's next? They hit you biologically and they hit you culturally. What they gonna hit you with next? The environment, the laws of the land, the institutions. You just think that they have done all they can do. No, beloved. No, beloved, there's more. Didn't I tell you that the enemy don't got no baseline he working with? Ain't no boundary to it. Ain't no way, I ain't gonna take them no further than this. No! Take them as far as we can go. And then further than that after that. And then further than that after that. We already ain't getting married. We already don't like each other. We already found reasons to split and divide. Thank you, R-Pain. Thank you, so many people that I'm missing. I'm sorry. I'm in the middle of this cook. Thank you, Theo. Thank you, D-Dub. Say it ain't safe, it ain't safe. Thank you, Teray. Thank you. Thank you, Benjamin. Thank you, R-Pain. Said when you get time, listen to Shay Shardy's recent woke feminists say content dovetails with this exactly. The feminist says pure lost value acceptance is road to salvation. Yeah. This is of the utmost importance. It cannot be overstated. Because we got a lot to talk about. All this week, we going to be uncovering the depth. Thank you, Eugene. Says Satan knows his time is up. That's why he's working double hard to destroy the 10 life values. Exactly. See, this value system. This is why we got to talk about it. And we got to just not only talk about it, we have to do it. It's not enough. Whether you in the church or whether you in the masjid, it's not enough to say, oh, I believe in God. You got to act on that. In every area. You can't believe in God in 1 minute and be in the lost value system the next minute. We cannot serve two masters. It is what it is. I'm pleading with my community from all over. It don't matter who you are. We have got to take this serious is an understatement. Our very lives are in the balance. The lives of our children in the balance. When we gonna get it together? When is it gonna be dire enough? When we gonna do it? When we gonna start checking the enemy? Check him. He running roughshod over your life, roughshod over your husband, roughshod over your kids, roughshod over your home, roughshod over your community, roughshod over your mind. He running roughshod over your mental health. He running roughshod over your spirit. He running roughshod over your body. Thank you, Selma. So I'm not sure if we reach bottom as yet, but we're on our way there. We need to get serious or we'll be lost forever. Exactly. This is a cultural attack like no other. What we're being told is that the people who were supposed to have a value system failed us and we don't need values anymore. We don't need the value no more. Why are you going to the church? Why are you going to the masjid? What you praying for? What you reading your scripture for? What you doing that for? When has that ever helped you? That ain't the direction that the world is going in, is it? And you don't want to be left behind, do you? Left in this old way. We got a new way. Where we don't need values, where we don't need a spiritual value. We don't need that. Get rid of that. Drop it like a thotty. Drop it like a hottie. Stick it, baby. Do it, baby. Stick it, baby. Do it. Just do it. On your own, with your friends, without a man. Just do it. Just do it. What you waiting on? What you waiting on? Ain't no more masculine men in the church no more. Where you gonna get your husband? Why you worried about a husband in the first place? Didn't we just say marriage sucked? The institution of marriage is dead. Look around you. Tell the truth. You don't want to be a wife, do you? You want to be a thought, don't you? Because it's more fun this way. Life is more fun this way. Well, you don't got to be restricted by nothing. You can be free. Nobody can judge you. Biggest lie in the world. All you got to do is listen to the sexual, the biological part of you. That's the only truth that there is. And just completely indulge. Mark what I say. Because it used to be a time where a girl's rite of passage was to watch her mom and her grandma cook and clean and garden and sew and all of these types of things. And her rite of passage was when she got to do it too. And she got good at it, and she showed her mom and she showed her big mama that she knew how to do it. No more. Beyonce is promoting the opposite, and it worked. That's why we upset today. Because you got a point. The enemy got a point, don't he? Kind of got a point. Wives ain't wiving. You play games with your sex. You play games with your domestic duties. You play games. You take men through the ringer. You divorce them. You leave them with nothing. A wife for what? Marry you for what? For what? You worse than the thought. At least when I go over there, I pay her. I buy a few drinks, whatever. Flew her out, whatever. She come do what we agreed, and she gone. And I ain't got to worry about half my assets being gone. And I ain't got to worry about losing my kids. And I ain't got to worry about losing my house. And I ain't got to worry about losing my friends. And I ain't got to sit somewhere and contemplate whether or not I should swallow a 9 milli or not. I ain't got to worry about should I come take you out before I swallow that 9 too. Because the brothers have done that. There have been cases reported. One was real famous about a year or two ago. When he went to his baby mama house, put an end to her and put an end to him. I got you. I got you. I'm at the end. You're not going to keep torturing me like this. We're going to end it. Thank you, Dominant. Said the homie Crimson ain't playing with you hyenas today. Thus she, Roseland, and Black Robin them all right. Jill like, whoa. No more rough shot on us. We here. Thank you. Thank you for everybody that I missed. Brothers is done. We all ought to be done. But I'm telling you, we gonna see how low black women can go now. And if your eyes ain't open, they're gonna forever be closed. Are we done here? I wonder if we done. We might be done for the day. I hope that I said something that's gonna help us. Even though I think all of us are a day late and a dollar short being offended, I'm glad that we are. We should be. We should have been mad. We should have been offended. Offended enough to do something. I'm also offended at Black Lives Matter as an organization. We're offended at them too. Offended enough to have a petition that's doing very well. I definitely want to hit the next milestone, and I know that we can do it. Thank you, Kamar. I know that we can do it. I want to get us up to 7,500 signatures on the petition, because we will be holding Black Lives Matter accountable. We will be doing a press release also very soon. So I would like for the mods to put the link to the petition in the chat box. It's also in the description box as well. Please go ahead and click that link. Place your signature, share it over your social media, also contribute to it if you can. Also, thank everyone for your very generous contributions today. I greatly appreciate your time, your hard-earned money through Super Chat, through Cash App, through PayPal, and last but certainly not least, a very warm and sincere thank you for my support team. Oh, this show couldn't have come to you without them. At all. So thank them so very much. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.